Welcome back to a new video. I haven't made a video in a while, and similar with the chess channel, I just got busy and I wanted to focus on the main channel that I do. So oh, that's just a white line. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There we go. All right, so I had to move my webcam a little bit because it was showing a little white line and that was bugging me. So basically, I'm going to play as the Guardians, or at least run the Guardians, I should say, and try to make them continue to be good. They were good last year, but they seemingly lost a lot of pieces, and I started with the current opening day. So with this first season, we probably won't be very good. Now, my goal, as I come back with these uploads, is just to have one upload a week. I'll probably play when I'm not in video as well, so there'll be various updates as well, but the very first thing I want to do is to go through managers and try to improve the coaching that we have for our various teams. And so my current settings, I'll go through that too while I am thinking about it. Go through manager options. I currently have international, amateurs, instructional roles, minor league, free agent signings, change from the default to where I would control it to where the computer essentially controls it. Right now, I'll probably keep this to where I'm controlling it. I have gone back and forth with the development lab, and I like to put it all the way to 20 just because everyone in baseball is going to be training in the off season, so it wouldn't make any sense for that not to be true. But I'm gonna at least leave that on for now. Sometimes I change it to where the computer controls it, so it's not as busted of a thing, but change some various settings. A lot of the rerun that and clean this up as well. But I turned off goals. Trying to think of like any other major things that I changed. I turned off reputation system. That should be sabermetrics. I changed the rating weight to 60 to 25 and 10. That was something I saw in a video last year where they were messing around with those settings, so I figured I'd leave it at that. As far as player development, this should be, I want to always make sure that's allowed, just because it makes life a little bit easier. Players are getting hurt a lot. International amateurs, I made that a lot. International discoveries, I made that none. And the established free agents, I made that 5. And let's see, what else do we need to, I like to turn off all of these. Besides, I actually like to leave relocation on, nickname, and the expansion. I don't necessarily mind if the league expands because it's basically you can always decline it if it's there, so you can kind of just pick and choose when that actually occurs. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was another, oh yeah, the aging speed. So for aging, I slowed it down to 0.95, and then for the development, I have it at 1.07 for both the pitcher and the batter development, and then development target age younger and aging target age as older. My theory with that is that they would develop faster, just all the players, and then they would age slower, so they'd be able to play a bit longer. And change the development lab to 20, less difficult, and the improvements to be larger, and development focus influence to be high, so as I go through and adjust for some various players and stuff. But really in the crux of this video, I think I'm going to go through and make the offers and get through front office improvements. So we want to basically just, I don't really think the GM matters that much, to be honest. So I mean, I don't think we need to worry about them, but we can get rid of these various coaches. For a lot of these people, who's Grant? I don't know. Interesting. But a lot of these people we can just get rid of. Every time I've tried to play so far with the Guardians this season, they're always bad. So, and I've left the coaches on there and they're still bad. So we're just going to get rid of everyone and then maybe look for a trainer as well. But we'll just look for a new bench coach. And my goal with finding a bench coach, someone potentially like this, but it could be literally anyone. So someone like a Joe Madden could be fun to have, or a Buck Showalter. Buck Showalter does have legendary for everything, so we're gonna go ahead and actually, where Joe Girardi's a bit younger, I think we'll offer Joe, and I don't know why it's duplicated. It actually had that error in the last version of this game as well, where you have 2 Joe Girardis. You can really cheese the system by getting 2 of, like, I could offer, it's like theirs, like this one I can't offer, but this guy I can. So you can really cheese the management system and get duplicates of those players. So that's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So we got someone with good reputation for that. And then Miguel Santina, we can go ahead and offer him for hitting, actually, because this Matthew Johnson fella, he always has legendary for pitching. And then scouting, or we'll get the first base coach, get all that taken care of. So basically, I'm just looking for someone that has legendary across several categories. So then it makes it easier to get all of the people lined up properly. And so this is where we could cheese it, where we could sign that same person again, but we'll go down to Jimmy Gonzalez. That's a very awesome first name. So we're gonna go ahead and offer him. And then we can look for a scouting director, scout rating, find someone that's good at scouting amateurs. And I always forget whether it's better to have ability or tools, but we'll just get one of these guys since they have legendary for the amateurs. And Cameron here, or Carmen. I can't read, it's unfortunate. Yeah, hate to see it. And then that was the other thing. I was gonna look at a trainer. I didn't want to fire our trainer just because our trainer's usually not too bad. Prevent arm. So someone like this could be pretty decent. Prevent others, not great. But someone like this seems, the Rick Jameson seems like a pretty balanced person. So we'll offer, although for 20, he has 23 years, we're good. Hire him for that. And then we're gonna go down to the rest of our coaches, start firing everyone. Everyone's fired. I think there's only a couple of coaches I end up keeping. We get rid of that guy. I know Junior, I think the Cody Buckdale guy, yeah, he has good development. And he's a pitching coach. Pitching is average, so we're just gonna go ahead and just we're gonna fire him as well. Get him out of here. Go back to coach rating, see if we can find some good AAA coaches. And usually I start with oh, he'll actually work for AAA. Did I already have? Okay, I want to make sure I'm not cheesing the system. So we'll offer him for that. AAA. Be pretty beastly. And then pitching coach for here. We're not worried about the younger. Let's see. We want to look for a good, someone with legendary, and then someone that has good development as well. So we already hired one of him. So we don't need to hire a duplicate of him. But we can look for someone like this, Matthew Johnson. Unfortunately, we've already hired him. And so we can get someone like this Bryce guy. And then we'll probably worry about getting the rest of our coaches filled, you know, kind of as the years go on. Because I noticed that if you get rid of everyone, it's kind of hard to fill with good coaches in different positions. And so you can really cheese the system by just, you know, rehiring the same people. But we'll get Scott Austin here. I don't know how much reputation matters. That's one thing I don't really know the impact of. But this Bryce guy, or we already offered that Bryce guy, Don Cooper. And pitching coach, Andre Polanco. It's a pretty awesome name. Another hitting coach, Ben Johnson. He's always a solid hitting coach. He's usually someone that you can keep forever. And bring up to the higher levels as people retire. Felipe Alou. No, we'll go with also with a little bit better development. So we'll go with Buck Britton. And then while we are looking around at stuff, we're gonna look at free agents to see if there's anyone that's particularly interesting. So Jesus Rodriguez. I feel like there was some dude here that was like, I don't know why these players are. All right, we're definitely gonna offer contracts to both of these guys. A 3.5 star. We're gonna go minor league with a major league option. And then Derek Bender. Do the same thing. So when we do this, it makes it a little bit easier to sign them, and it's, you know, it's not a lot of money, so kind of going for the convenience of it, I suppose. And something like this that we don't really care if we get or not. It's always good to have extra catching prospects. You can never have enough catchers, but I also have to pay attention to the fact that we have all batters on right now, so we do want to change it to all players. And is he still okay? So then we have a 19-year-old here. Offer, oh, he's 31. We don't need him. Just looking for various prospects that might have just randomly not been signed by teams. This guy seems a bit better, so we're gonna go with the option. There's a lot of these guys. Why are there so many really good free agents for like prospects? Oh, am I signing multiple? Hopefully I'm not signing multiple, but I'm seeing it's duplicating as well. So this file might be a little bit corrupted. I wonder if there's a way I could clean up the database a little bit. We'll see if there's a... All right, so let's see if that actually cleaned things up a little bit. I gotta go to free agents to see other duplicates. Yeah, we got 2 Brandon Belts. One of them's cheaper than the other, which is kind of hilarious. But all right, so we got some free agents that we already configured this. So we're gonna go for it a little bit, get the coaches taken care of. We're just gonna get rid of Austin. You give a guy $4 million and he can't hit. All right, so we have a couple things that we need to do. So we're gonna go to our coaches. Can we see? It's always annoying to find the pending offers. So favors. We're gonna offer him. Where is he? DSL. All right, and we'll give him just $100,000 because we know we're gonna want to keep him forever. So I don't mind overpaying for a guy like that. All right, so we're gonna go to sign a free agent, pending. Instead of trying to look through all the messages because there was a lot. Where are pending offers? That's what I want to look like. All right, so offer contract, that's fine. We'll give him more. All right, he wants we'll give him major league with the option for both of those guys. And see if we can just get them signed. That first baseman might be difficult to sign. Let's see. Go forward another week, see if we... All right, we're good there. I'll just clear these messages. Go to our front office staff roles. So we don't have anyone that's good for running, but that's all right. All right, personnel there. So pending offers. So Ben Johnson favors the offer. We didn't get the people that we wanted for the Buck Showalter. We didn't get him for our coach, but let's see. We'll just get people that are good with development. So no experience, no problem for me. And then hitting coach. We'll get Joe. And then Ben Johnson's still there. I've actually done that before. I remember I did it with Ben Johnson. I signed 2 of them, which is great because he's a good coach. So you duplicate him by accident, like a whole Pokemon game. All right, so we got Ben Johnson, got all that. We got him. And so 3.5 stars. Solid player, solid. It looks like, is that college? No, it's probably Colorado, right? Let's look at his okay, yeah, so he was okay, so he played for the Rockies. He was at single A and went all the way. It's pretty crazy. He went all the way up to the majors from single A, but it looks like he was already there in general, so probably just a rehab assignment of some sort. That makes more sense than him jumping all the way from single A to the majors. All right, so we're gonna hit this to reorganize it. Wow, that guy's little. 5'7". We throw him back in. All right, we'll just that was weird. Don't think there's an option to release him, but let's see if, okay, so we started the season, so let's end there, double check to make sure we have all our coaches done, because that's where I'll stop for this video. So we're 2-1, on pace to have the best record of all time. Yeah, so that's something when you let them release people. I think what they do is they put people on waivers and then they end up just getting released. So what I have to do is just go and just release those guys, because there's just too many people. So I think the AI is pretty good at finding, you know, just redundancies and people you don't really need. Fortunately, we have a lot of injuries, or at least some injuries to some main players. Bieber here usually comes back and has been pretty solid. And then Fries randomly had an elbow thing currently in real life too. Sam Hedges, I don't even know how to say his name, but another shoulder surgery. So same with him. So not the best result for injuries and stuff, but that's where I'm going to stop it here. So I'm going to continue working. Hopefully I have a team that isn't trash in the first season, but probably will be. But just going to try to, you know, figure things out. But that's going to be it for this one. So the channel is live, probably 1 video a week. That's my goal. And I think that's pretty attainable and pretty easy to do. And then maybe increase the upload frequency when I have breaks like spring break or summer break. But we'll see. That's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video. Have a great day. Peace.